So, having been in this field for so many years, people will commonly ask me what's going on with all of these injuries in young baseball players. And it's disheartening. It kind of gets me upset. I get on a rant quite often, and I'm going to rant right now for a minute about it because I think that it's become such a business. Youth sports in general have become a business. There are so many people out there who, are having difficulty making ends meet, but people will always do what they can do to help their children, and God bless them. I mean, I have three myself who are all collegiate athletes, and two played baseball. I'm really, really proud of what they did, but our approach was a little bit different. And I'll share that with you. I don't know, it's probably not a popular approach these days, but they played in the last 5 years, and none of them played travel baseball for a club. They played in their local American Legion program, which happened to be pretty strong. They played for their high school team, which was a perennial power in the state of Connecticut, although Connecticut is not always, nationally known for being the greatest baseball state because of our weather, but we produce a lot of great baseball players, and we have some great coaches. And I spent a lot of time with my kids, either teaching them some of the athletic fundamentals and not really harping on them, but just making sure they had a really good understanding, spending a little bit of time with them on how to execute whatever game they were playing. They were basketball players and baseball players, so they had some out-of-season cross-training opportunities. We spent time in the weight room. And I just made sure that they continued to love the game and that they really enjoyed playing the game. When it wasn't fun for them, I would always give them the opportunity to step aside and do something else. It was just they just couldn't come home every day after school and sit on the couch and do nothing. So that was never an issue in our house. Our kids were really enthusiastic about playing, and I was always very involved with them. But it also gives you an opportunity to spend time with your kids. And so from a parent's perspective, I strongly encourage parents to be as involved as you can be. Obviously, there's a fine line there because some parents are too involved, they're too opinionated, and it creates a wedge with your child, and that's something that you have to work on your own. But youth baseball in general, this push towards high level travel and big traveling around the country and playing on multiple teams, and I understand the value. I understand the exposure. I understand there are lots of good things associated with it. The kids make friends, families meet each other. I've been around it a lot. However, it's not for everybody. It's not affordable for everybody, and it's a game that everybody should have access to. And it's really not a substitute for honing your skills and becoming a better athlete and getting to the cage and getting to the field and taking ground balls and working on all of the skills associated with becoming a better pitcher or a better fielder or a better hitter. I mean, those are lots of things that you can do on your own. And I think far too often what I'm seeing is parents have a sense of obligation that their children should participate in a certain program because their peers are participating in a certain program and they don't want to be left behind. But I can assure you that if your child is accomplished as an athlete and your child is accomplished as in a specific sport like baseball, for instance, somebody will find them because they will pretty much be shredding whatever league they're playing in. They'll be producing at a really high level, and somebody's going to come find them. And that's a reality. Parents have to understand whether or not their child can participate or function at that level. But there's a place for everybody to play. It doesn't have to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. It doesn't have to put your family in financial hardship. And I'm not bashing travel ball by any means because I feel it does have a place for exposure. But there are lots of opportunities out there for people to get better and to improve their general athletic skills, which makes playing any game much, much better.